Well, I didn't get any video of the septic getting put in. I don't even think I had a camera that would take a video at that time. So got a couple photos of what we did. So I didn't do this. I had a company do this. Coons Construction out of Galax, Virginia. So this is a regular 1,000-gallon gravity fed septic. If you're buying a piece of property, you want to try to get something that perks for a normal gravity flow septic, because I've had property that would have required a $30,000 septic, and anyways, they ended up running sewer through there, and for I think it was $8,000 I was able to connect to the sewer. So try to get something that will perk for conventional septic, conventional gravity flow septic. Because even when I spent that $8,000 on that sewer line extension, I still had to pay, I think, 60, 75 bucks a month after that time for the sewer bill. So you can keep from doing that. So that's basically a giant 1,000-gallon tank that's set down on the ground. You can see there's no leach lines dug off of this end because he sets the tank, gets it where he wants it as far as level or a little tilt to it. I don't know exactly how they did it. The water has to flow through it. So I suppose it's got maybe a little tilt. Then he came out here and he put in the leach lines. So we'll go to the next photo here, and that probably shows something different. Just the tank again, nice clean hole. You hear a lot of people, oh, I did my own septic and do all that, and you can, but man, you got to know how to run a backhoe or an excavator, or hire somebody that does, because it's hard to get a hole that perfect unless you know how to run equipment. So setting in the ground, we didn't put a lot of dirt on top of it because I was going to go back over top of that with some fill dirt. So it's actually raised up about, I don't know, probably 20 inches down to the septic, not too much in case you got to dig it up or find something. So you keep going to the next pictures here, just the septic again. Now we're getting into where the septic is set up here, and we've got a line running up here at the top, and that was for the clean out of the RV before we built the house. So the price of the septic included a lot of extra pipe, kind of. Usually they just cut it off right here and you're doing the rest of it, but it was a little bit of extra money because I had to get another 60 foot of pipe, and that stuff is not cheap. And then it flows out here. Gravity flows down to the leach lines. First it'll hit like a little tank. Right here you can see there's another little, I can't remember exactly what it's called now, but there's another little tank here that diverts it into the leach line. So we got one line on this way, and there was one this way. And I believe there was one off this way. I think there was 3 leach lines here. Next photo might show more of that. But it's called a distribution box is what it's called. And that's where the effluent goes into and then comes down into here, into the leach lines. This is that new plastic style they're using. I think they call it an infiltrator or something. It's not that new, but they've been using it for years. So it seems to work fairly well. This tank was designed for 650 gallons a day, which is way more than we're gonna use ever. I mean, as far as I don't know how somebody can use 650 gallons of water a day unless it's a 4-bedroom house or a 6-bedroom or something, So there's the distribution box and everything that comes out of it, and there's another shot of it. So it's kind of almost like another mini septic. So you got your septic tank, then you got to buy all this pipe, then you got to buy this, you got to buy the rest of this pipe, the plastic deals that go in the ground, dig the leach lines. This you had to have somebody design it, so it was $600 for the design, I think $250 for the permit, and $6,100 on the install of the tank. So a lot of digging, Guy did a really good job too. When he got done with it, it looked like no one had ever dug there before, so that was great. There's more shots up it there and more of it there. So I was gonna kind of try to explain what goes on inside of a septic system, but I found a video from this old house, and I'll try to leave a link in the description for that video. because it explains pretty much everything that's going on inside of a septic better than I've ever seen it explained before. So um, they really did a great job explaining what goes on. So there's no reason to go on any further into the septic stuff other than, you know, the price, the perk test. Get a piece of property that perks for conventional septic if you can. There are spots that just don't, and I guess if you gotta live there, then you're gonna have to deal with some alternative system or something. But if you can get this style septic, you'll never have a bill. You probably have to pump it every 10 years or something, you know. So it's a great thing. It just works out really well when you get your property. So I guess that's it for now. You can subscribe to the channel if you want more stuff like this. I'm trying to put out a couple videos, but haven't had much time lately, so I will try to put out more. All right, have a good one.